Hello everyone and welcome back to Willadine's Kitchen. Hope everyone is having a good day today. In this video we're going to film basically my dinner. This is what I'm going to cook for this evening's meal. So I'm going to start, I have this carton of Zatarain's dirty rice mix right here. So we're going to use that and I'm going to doctor it up a little bit. So we have some chicken livers here. We have 4 chicken livers that have been cleaned and ready to cook. If you don't like chicken liver, of course, you want to leave that out. We have some turkey sausage meat here, Genio turkey sausage meat. You can substitute that with chicken, beef, pork, or another type of sausage. Now, to get more flavoring to this, we have some celery, chopped celery. We have chopped onions here. And we have some chopped green bell peppers here. And we also have some sliced mushrooms. That's my little addition. I like mushrooms. And I had some in the refrigerator. So I'm going to use these as well. You don't have to add mushrooms. We have 2 cloves of chopped garlic. And we have a little bit of spice here. I have some thyme that I'm going to take off the stem. I don't want to put the stems in the rice. I'll probably never find those. And then we have some paprika and some garlic. Now you notice I didn't have any salt. I'm not going to add salt to this. The package ingredients or the package rice usually has plenty of salt in it already. Just to spice things up a little bit, we're going to add some of this chili sauce to it, give it a little bit of heat, and we have some chicken stock, of course, to go with that as well. Now for my vegetable, I have something I haven't tried before, which is one of these delicata squash. That's what they call them. Delicata squash. Some people call them peanut squash, and some people call them sweet potato squash, but we're going to try this squash for the first time. I've been reading up about it. The skin is edible, so you don't have to peel them. You can roast them. They say the taste is a sweet taste to it, so they say they're sweet when they get roasted. So what we're going to do is, this will be our side vegetable to our dirty rice tonight. So I'm going to get all this started, get it put together for you, and we'll show you what it looks like. Okay, everyone, we have a hot pot here. We have a pot on the burner getting hot. We're going to add some oil to this pot. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cook off these chicken livers first. So we're going to add these to the pan, get those cooking. Okay, the rice came to a boil, and then we turned it down to a simmer. So it's been simmering now for about 15 minutes. It's probably got another 15 or so minutes to go. You know, the rice has to be tender. So we're just going to cover this up, let it simmer some more, and we're going to get started on our squash. Okay, everybody, we'll get started on our squash now. So I never cooked the squash before, but from what I've been hearing and seeing, you have to, first you want to cut the tips off. So this is the tip that had the stem on it. And next we're going to cut off the other tip where the flour was. So we have that cut off. And now we can see the flesh does have a orange color to it. So we got to find a spot that's flat on the squash. And want to cut into it. And there we go. I should have tried to get that a little bit more even so they would cook even, but we do have them cut in half now. So next we have to remove these seeds out of the squash. So we're gonna go in here with a spoon, spoon these out. It does remind me a lot of an acorn squash, the seeds and the way they come out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish getting the seeds out, and then I'll show you how we're going to slice and season this squash up. All right, so we have the squash, the seeds taken out of the squash. They've been cut in half and sliced into pieces. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a little bit of seasoning to go on the squash. So in this small bowl here, I have some half a lemon, juice from half of a lemon, and some lemon zest. And I also have here, I have a half teaspoon of salt. I have some ground coriander. I have some dry Italian spices, and I have a half a teaspoon of garlic. So we're going to add that into this bowl here. And we're going to add some olive oil into the bowl. And that should be good. And since the squash is a sweet tasting squash, we're going to try to go with flavors that will enhance the squash itself. So that's why we have the lemon in here with the lemon zest. And we have some ground coriander, which should go well with that. So what we're going to do, we're just stirring this up here a little bit. And then we're going to pour it over our squash here. Pour all that right in there with the squash. And now we're going to mix it all up. I want to make sure we get it all coated well. And they said the skin is edible, so we're going to find out. But once we get our squash coated well with our seasoning mixture, we're going to transfer it to this sheet pan, which I had sprayed with some non-stick oil. And we're just gonna put all of this here onto the pan. We're going to spread them out. We want a single layer. Just spread those out here. Get a nice single layer. Put a little bit of space between them. We do want them to brown. Okay, so now I'm going to place these in a 375-degree oven for about 12 minutes, and we're going to see what we come up with. Okay everyone, our dinner is ready. So dinner is served. We have the dirty rice with the chicken livers and the turkey sausage. We have the delicata squash, or maybe some people call it peanut squash. We roasted that off. We got a nice brown color on it. And I made some dinner rolls to go along with this as well. So this is not a heavy meal. I would consider it a light meal, but it's, you know, it looks good. We're going to give it a taste. That's our ultimate test here of our cooking skills. So let's give this dirty rice a taste here. Definitely tastes like Louisiana. That chicken liver, you can really taste the flavor of the liver in there. I like the turkey sausage as well. It has a little bit of kick to it from the spice that I added. So let's try one of these squashes. I never had the squash before, so this is the first time for me. They say the skin is edible, so we're gonna just stick the whole thing in our mouth. It is sweet. The skin it's not tough. You can chew it and swallow it. So I think we found another squash that we could add to our menu here, this delicata squash. I hope everyone enjoyed my video, and I want you to stay tuned. We have more videos to come. You have a nice day, and thank you once again.